Hello, everyone. We're Bad Moms in Business.
I'm Bridgette Robertson.
I'm Amanda Sharp.
I'm Danielle Monahan.
And today we are doing a special Father's Day episode, and that's why you see two handsome fellows. Pretend like I have one next to me. But Bridgette, would you like to introduce your other half?
This is Chris Robertson, my husband and baby daddy.
Wonderful introduction.
I like
Chris, I'll give you an opportunity to speak a little bit later. Danielle, would you like to introduce your other half?
Yeah, this is my hubby. This is Brandon.
I am her current husband.
My current husband, my first husband.
Her first husband.
Yep.
I like how she does this to Brandon and does like this for Watson. Squishy.
Mm-hmm.
I just love him.
So she likes to squish both of them.
I do.
That's so sweet.
It's the dimples. She likes to.
I love the dimples. Look at how cute the dimples are.
So
Love
cute.
dimples.
So a couple rules for today. There are no rules.
Wow.
They told me I had to implement rules, but I'm just going to let it get fly. Like, I think this
All
could
right.
be great. Like, I'm a prude sometimes. So boys,
I mean, let's be honest. There's some rules.
well,
I mean,
just
Yeah,
keep
I
in
could
mind,
do
you
some
have
pretty
to go
inappropriate
home with who you're sitting next
Listen.
to. So just keep that in mind.
I think it was probably best that you didn't tell me there was no rules and
Oh,
just
so you couldn't break them on
assumed
purpose.
that I was going to push the envelope anyway.
Listen, I've got a husband and a son. I know what to say.
I
and
can
what
see
not
him.
to
He's
say.
adorable.
Thank you. I should have like put some. I did not come prepared, but that is okay. Chris, how you doing, bud?
I'm fine.
He's a man of few words. You'll find out. He was so excited to do this, and now he's like,
Instant regret.
Where's the exit?
So, man of few words and man of few friend request acceptances on Facebook.
Oh,
Because Mr. Chris, it only took about 5 years for you to finally accept my friend request. And for our listeners, we're family.
and it only took you about 2 minutes to call him out on it on the podcast.
I said there's no rules. There's no rules.
Oh,
For that
man.
5 years, it only takes a second to unfriend.
oh,
Well, I almost said, like, I didn't even verify that prior to this, that we were still indeed friends. So it could have been before.
you are still friends. He mentioned your sign on your building today, so we
Oh,
saw that.
fun. Thanks, Chris. We're so excited you're here. This
Chris
is
stays very up to date, I think, on Facebook. Doesn't he like knew of one of our listings when Bridgette was going to go show it, right?
Aww.
I may not post, but I know what's going on.
You're a traditional Facebook creeper is what you are.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going well.
Hey, we brought men into the equation. This is what
Mhm.
happens. It's just what happens.
Yep.
And Brandon, how's it
Yes.
going?
It's going
With
great.
your dimples.
Yeah, I can't really hide them.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
tried to get all serious, so they didn't show. He's like, yeah.
I could literally puff up my cheeks the rest of the podcast, but that wouldn't go very well.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be
Faces
able to
are
talk
allowed.
about it.
It's okay. No big deal. So we're here to talk about Father's Day. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. It's a good holiday. It seems to make you feel like it's like summer's here, right?
It's one of the best,
Oh, yeah.
I would argue.
Yeah. It's your favorite?
Yeah, one of the best. I won't go down the list, but
Mhm.
Well, you know what? Go down the list. I need to see exactly where Father's Day ranks in favorite holidays.
okay,
Chris, I'll ask
fine. In
you
no
this
particular order.
Now, there
oh,
should be an order.
Yeah, I was going to say what.
No, in no particular order. It goes Father's Day.
Got it. I see where we're going. I didn't read between the lines.
Yeah. It's no particular order. It's tied between Christmas and Mother's Day, I would say.
uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
And then again, in no particular order, my birthday.
where does Watson's birthday land?
Oh, shoot. Oh, well, yeah.
I just
It's on the list.
because this
In
is
no
Father's
particular order.
Day episode, I feel like maybe we should tie in the baby.
It is in no particular order after all. So, yes, his birthday is on the list as well.
He's like just on the list.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
won't confirm where.
It could be first. We'll never know.
I feel like I'm offended that my birthday is not on that list.
It's on the random list.
You're side by side. Oh no,
What?
Mother's Day is side by side with Christmas. That's pretty good.
I don't think, I'm not sure if you're
That's not a-
understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you're not
what-
understanding.
I didn't. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay.
There are
Well, in my
holidays.
book, it seems fair.
I think what he's
honestly,
saying
yeah.
what he's saying is there's a bunch of holidays and they're all They're
on the
all
same
good,
list.
and sometimes some are better than others, and I'm not going to tell you which.
Yeah, and I'll just mention a few.
Yeah.
Fair. So
he gave you no list, essentially. He just rattled off some of the holidays that we have.
Is all
but he said in
recorded.
no particular order. So I feel like Father's Day still ranks up pretty high.
Honestly, it's when it comes down to it, I just don't really, it's like one of those days, like for my birthday, Father's Day, it's not a big day for me. But the one thing I do take seriously is that it's Father's Day because of Watson. So that's why I like it. Yeah.
Good answer.
She's like pinching me under the.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
So, Chris, where does Father's Day rate in your favorite holiday list?
Just another day.
Just another day in paradise.
Okay, you say that, but like deep down, like if nobody did a darn thing, didn't say anything,
I could be completely content.
Yeah, right. I woke up on Father's Day morning and I was like, boys, let's make
going shopping.
I could care less. I really would.
Yeah, in the moment maybe, but then like you would maybe save that, and then like a couple weeks, if there was some sort of argument, maybe you might bring it up.
Yeah, you absolutely would.
I'd never do it.
You'd be like, oh yeah, and remember on Father's Day when you woke up and you made it about yourself? Remember that?
Father's Day of 2021. It'll be a day that'll go down in history for poor Chris. It's coming, Chris. It's like
Chris really is though, like just doesn't care about that kind of stuff. Like we talked about love languages, right? Has that one aired yet? I don't know. I think so. And Chris, like gifts, couldn't care less. It's the last thing on his list. Just doesn't care. Where me, I'm like, I need a gift to feel appreciated.
What did you bring me?
Yeah. Hello, welcome home. What do you have for me?
Well, does Chris know that? Does that mean like when you have to
Does
apologize for something? Yeah.
No, we just did it at church.
Oh yeah. No, I still don't do anything like that.
No, he still doesn't because it's the last on his list. He doesn't think to do it, but because it's on the first on my list, I'll show up with stuff and I'm like, it could be the stupidest thing. Like, I got you this pair of shorts, and he's like, thank you very much.
That's hard.
It is hard. We're getting divorced.
You heard it here first, friends.
What a way to announce that.
Yeah.
It'd be even worse if she had an envelope of paper sitting next to her.
I couldn't handle that. Like my heart hurt a little bit right there. Oh, that's so sad. So sad. So I want to ask, Brandon, what was your initial thoughts when we said you had to do this episode? There?
Honestly, yeah, I thought it would be fun. I was trying to anticipate some of the questions you might ask me. And the first two, nowhere near on my list of questions. So, but yeah, I was excited. I always kind of listen every now and then to your guys' podcasts, and it sounds kind of fun. So, but it's just missing like a little something. So that's why I figured, of course, you would ask Chris and I to join.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So, Chris, what were your thoughts when you knew you had to do this? He just like died a little right in front of us.
I was kind of excited, but like I said, you come in and do it blind. You would have had like a thing of questions where I could have researched it.
There's no outlines in Bad Moms in Business.
Listen, you get used to it.
Here's the thing, like
because I am that person.
Whole thing of like lists, and like so I watch episodes, and I'm like, all right, so I should at least have some questions prior, so I know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but they want candid answers from you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm the worst for that.
We were doing outlines for the episodes, and you know what we did to it? We threw it out the window.
Wow.
Well, that's just because I stopped doing them.
I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say we do just as fine without them.
We do. And I don't know. I feel like even though we ramble and we go on about various topics and we go on tangents and stuff, I feel like it's so much more natural and raw that way. I don't know.
It is very organic.
Gotten used to it.
Very organic. So, Brandon, I know you've been a Father's Day contributor, receiver. What is the word I'm looking for?
Dad.
But you know what
Celebrator.
Celebrator.
Yeah.
And one of yours was in the deep of the pandemic restrictions. So I don't know that you've really had, maybe it's just an everyday for you because you haven't had the ability to really celebrate maybe the way that some other dads
maybe
It's true.
do. So what do you plan on doing this Father's Day?
That's a good question. I think we are actually probably going to go potentially to my dad's for the weekend, who lives in like an hour and a half away. Might try and squeeze in some golf.
Cool.
And I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. What I am not going to do is, one year I took my dad to dinner for his Father's Day. And I said, get anything you want, Dad, whatever you want. He got a couple beers, he got the filet, we got appetizers. I was, of course, shoving my face full because I was celebrating. And I'm like, I got it, Dad, whatever you want. And the bill comes around and I completely forgot my wallet. And so it's like this long receipt.
Forgot his wallet.
Luckily, my dad was pretty understanding, but it was just really funny. That'd be a really awesome joke to play on somebody, but I really wasn't. I mean, I do love my dad, so I wasn't going to do that on purpose, but I thought it was pretty funny, Get whatever you want, man, whatever. This is your day.
It's on you.
Your day. And what I should have said was, this is your check, your day to pay. But so Watson never pulls that. I know exactly what to expect.
I will remind him of that story.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, now it's a tradition. It needs to be a tradition. Watson won't disappoint. I feel it. He never disappoints us. He's so squishy. So Chris, he's like, yes. Is there a difference between your Father's Day of just having one kiddo or two kiddos? And what did you feel your first Father's Day?
Time ago.
Yeah.
I can't handle the pressure.
Aaron's 10, so I mean, who remembers? Who knows?
Yeah. I don't even remember my first Father's Day.
Were you happy?
I would assume I was happy.
I don't remember.
That's a good start.
I don't even know what we did, to be honest with you. We probably just went over family.
No, didn't we go to the zoo?
We did go to this. I know we went to the zoo for one Father's Day.
He's like, didn't we go to the zoo?
I think Jace
Seems very
was
generic.
born when we went to the zoo because I remember carrying one of them on my stomach all day.
Yeah, remember the ergo carriers? I have pictures of Chris with Jace in that.
It was like 87 degrees out.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so
you had to peel them off you at the end of the day.
Was Aaron's the first time when I went and got that wasn't Father's Day.
Tell that story. Go ahead.
Father's Day,
no, that was just a random Saturday.
Right. I thought that was.
Speaking of Father's Day.
Oh, yeah. Well, we went to the only reason I remember is because I went to the zoo the day after I had my vasectomy, and it wasn't good. There's a lot of walking. What do they call it? Chub rub, but it's not chub rub. I'd call it nut rub.
No.
Like thigh burn.
Yeah,
you could feel the burn
someplace else because something was swelling beyond belief that wasn't supposed to be. Because
I didn't think we were going to get that graphic, but yeah.
Well, what I was been told is when you have a vasectomy, it's not like new swelling. It's like your ego shrinking and transferring it down. It's just like a transfer.
I can attest to it. It's real swelling.
But yeah, he was like, I feel fine. Let's do something this weekend. So we went to the zoo. You should have seen the way this man walked out of the zoo. Like he had a bowling ball between his legs. like he just got off a horse.
We need to alert the zoo manager. There's a penguin on the loose.
Yeah. And then
I didn't have to mark it explicit until now. So there's really no rules at this point. That was just a random day. If that's a random day, I just can't even imagine holidays.
What happened was
that was a great
holiday. Okay, yeah, I'll be on the podcast, but we got to squeeze in my vasectomy story somehow.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm going
when she
on.
brought the zoo up, I'm like, did we go to that? Was that Father's Day when I had that done? That would have been a good Father's Day gift.
Happy Father's Day.
I ain't getting no more.
You're no longer eligible to be.
I'm pretty sure there's a pamphlet that the doctor gives you of things not to do after you get a vasectomy, and that's got to be on there.
Don't go to the zoo.
It is going to be soon.
Yeah. Don't go horseback riding.
Oh yeah.
Don't go walk around the Toledo Zoo. Yeah.
Yeah. No, nothing. No balance beaming or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
No riding a bike.
Nothing to do with anything between your legs.
Correct. Lesson learned. We won't do that again.
Lesson learned, if there's any males listening to this or any women listening to this after this point.
No plans.
We just have people. Nobody's watching.
Yeah, heed the warning. Don't go to the zoo in 90-degree weather after that procedure.
I think the weather is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
We asked for this.
I'm trying here, friends.
You said no rules, Amanda. You really
I did.
You
I
should have
did.
reined it in. You should have reined it in.
We asked for this.
We did.
It will be the last, I'm sure.
No, they're going to get punished with another one now. Chris, what's been your favorite Father's Day gift?
My power washer.
I like it too because he washes my car with it.
I do. I think what was it? Aaron made me that little trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that.
Ew.
That's still inside of my bed. Stuff like that. So stuff from like the kids, like when they got older and like the teachers asked like, what does your dad do? And what's he look like, or how much does he weigh and stuff like that. We should have brought something like that.
I know, we should have. I didn't think
had
about
those
it.
We still have that stuff.
Fun.
You can take pictures and we'll post them to our VIP groups so our community can see them, because that's something he did in school.
Yeah.
Well, in one year I had them do
their handprints. Those are still hung up in the loft.
Yeah.
And their names on them. You had like a painting.
Yeah.
And their hands are so big now.
Yeah, I purposely put the date on it, and it was 2015. They're just on little canvases, and they're hung in our loft upstairs, and they like just painted. They're brown because they just smeared paint everywhere. But yeah, they're tiny.
That's so sad, but so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Brandon, you've got one Father's Day under your belt.
Two.
What?
He was born in May.
No, he wasn't.
April, sorry.
He was born in April. Yep. Good job. It's fine.
April 22nd.
Okay.
I thought this was going to be your... I'm not good with numbers. We've already established this several times today before this recording. So you've got two. What's your favorite gift that you've gotten so far?
So going back, first of all, it's not fair because Chris has had 10?
Yeah.
He's like power washer.
They get better as they get
really
older.
Remember what I received for Father's Day.
I'm not
Let
sure
me
that I remember
explain.
either.
Gifts are not my love language.
No.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. I know I still have a card from the first Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that he got me a book that was something about spending time with my dad.
It was a real downer. I don't know. It just wasn't a good book, but
but it was still, the thought that was nice from him.
Right.
And then I'm pretty sure I got a t-shirt that was some sort of dad theme, but dad bod, something about a dad bod. Or maybe there was just a dad bod wearing it. So I don't know. I mean, the gifts around here, we don't put a lot of emphasis on gifts.
Mm-mm.
So
it's not my love language either.
It's mine, hence the power washer.
Now, if we're talking power washer,
listen.
To be fair, he's wanted a power washer for so long, and I was like, "What's the next thing?" Father's Day, great. That's all.
That's fantastic. If you
all
could
right, Chris,
pick your next
what's your least? Hold on, I got a question. I'm gonna interrupt you.
Geez,
no
rules. Right in. Go ahead.
There's no rules.
That's true.
What's your least favorite Father's Day gift? I want the goods.
That's a good question. I would have never asked that.
There's got to be something you received that you're like, thanks.
Probably.
I don't even know.
I don't either. I'm a really good gift giver. No, I'm actually not a good gift giver.
I'm not either.
I'm bad.
I'd say my baseball mitt because my kids, neither one of them like baseball.
And this school, that's all he wanted one year.
I did.
That's all he wanted. He was like, I just want a baseball mitt so I can throw a baseball with Aaron. And I was like, okay. So that's what he got. But yeah, that's true. I don't think we've used it more than like a handful of times because both the boys are like, baseball. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh no.
Chris, would you like to have a catch?
Oh, you and Brandon can go play catch.
My shoulder's kind of tired.
What did he say?
He said my shoulder's kind of tired.
So to be fair though, that wasn't your least favorite. It just might be the least used.
I guess, yeah. But like, I don't think like I've gotten any like. What happened?
Sorry. First of all, sorry.
I thought we were just like gone.
I thought Zoom just like ended because something popped up and Zoom went behind the other things on my computer and I thought we lost you.
It's probably had just like blank stares on it.
Yeah, we're like, sorry about that. Go ahead, Chris.
I don't know. Like, I haven't really got like the small gifts, like some of the stuff like that school brings home and stuff like that is just like, yeah, it's cliche. It's,
or it's just stuff that like,
what am I going to do with it?
We can't keep this.
Right.
Like it.
I
know, Amanda. I know.
That whole conversation again.
That whole podcast episode, to pitch or not to pitch. If you want to know what my emotions are all about, go to there. I cried. Bridgette didn't. What's new?
Yeah, essentially.
If I was on that episode, it'd be very, very one-sided. Pitch it.
Listen. I believe you were referenced as a pitcher.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and not that you don't appreciate the sentimental stuff, because even for Mother's Day, like they send stuff home, and I'm appreciative. But then it's like, I can't keep this drawing for the rest of it.
Yeah.
No.
Having said that, though, I like if I have a voicemail, like I have a voicemail from my mom, my dad, anybody that means anything to me, because voice recording is
Do you have one of me?
I think I do.
I feel like you don't.
I can probably look, but I don't know 100% sure. I have a voice recording of you every day. Was that nice? No. That's actually creepy. I'm not recording you every day.
Just every other day.
So I don't hoard things like that, but I have, if I needed to and they weren't around anymore, I could listen to their voice.
Mm-hmm.
We did have them books, but we never did that one.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember? I think it was Hallmark had them. I'm sure you can get them at other places where you can record a story.
Mm-hmm.
We bought one to record for the boys that I don't think we ever recorded.
Good Night Moon, wasn't it?
No, it was. It doesn't matter what it was, but it wasn't Good Night Moon. But I don't think we ever did it. But my mom and Mark did one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
those are cute.
My dad did one with him, my stepmom, and then my grandparents. So we have all of them on the same book.
But then we also have that thing that your dad did where he was just like reading stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dad literally put it on like a little SD card and it plays in a Bluetooth speaker, and Watson could listen to him, tell him bedtime stories and stuff like that, which is cool.
Have you heard of? There's a company. We'll link it in the description. I think it's called Story Me. I will make sure of that. But it's a book that comes and it asks questions, and you give it to the grandparents, and it's like, what was your first job? And then the grandparents like read it and record it, so they have all of that information about their grandparents. I think that's the best.
That's
so I'll link it. I'll look for it and link it. I've heard about it on other podcasts.
That's really cool. When I think this was for Watson's first Christmas, we got all of his grandparents like these little things where they could write to him saying, what's one piece of advice you wish somebody told you? What's like your most embarrassing story? What's your favorite story? Like, I don't know, all of these different things so they could write to him. We have yet to get any of those back yet.
Mm-hmm.
But still.
They're probably in a junk drawer somewhere.
Yeah.
So Chris, let me ask you, just because, guys think differently. Did you ever, like, growing up, think like, hey, I'm going to have kids?
Oh, yeah.
He's not thinking that anymore.
that was like the first question he didn't have to think about. Like that was.
No, I had a really strict like strategic plan that I was done having kids before after 30. Like
not after 30, before
30.
Really?
Yeah.
Before 30?
Yeah, I had both my kids.
Look at them learning.
I know you did, but
right now.
No, well, I know that you had both your kids before 30. I was there, but
right. But no, that's like I was because I think if we would have had another one, I'd have been 31, which that's like it would have been fine, but I just didn't want to be that like you know how in high school like you've seen some of your friends as dads and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
the
that.
me.
Mm-hmm. Brandon, you mean Brandon?
And they look like the grandpa. I didn't want to look like the grandpa at the high school.
Just so you know, we can hear you when you speak.
But I think also I'm going to save you here because that is true. I do remember that. But also Chris has MS, and so we also were afraid like the older he got, potentially his condition could worsen, and we didn't want to have tiny babies and him not be able to walk with them or whatever. So that was part of it. But yeah, I do remember before 30, which sounds insane now at 35 and 38, like 30.
Yeah. Babies.
Yeah.
Look at them. They're like babies.
Yeah.
Wasn't that long ago for us.
No, but it's still.
I literally this is a thought I had yesterday. 3 years ago, I was in my 20s.
Huh.
Or 4 years ago.
4 years ago. I was like, wait, math?
But still, I'm like, it doesn't feel, I feel like I've been in my 40s for 10 years.
Yeah.
So for kids, what?
Kids will do that to you.
Yeah. So for us, that was always my rule too. We actually didn't know if we wanted kids for a very, very, very long time. And we actually thought we weren't going to have kids. And it wasn't until we got into our late 20s that we were even considering it.
I knew.
Well, I didn't.
I knew.
You said you would be completely fine if we didn't have kids.
If it was a deal breaker for you, if you were like, absolutely not.
Which I did for a very long time in our relationship. And then once, as we got closer, like later into our 20s, we started to have that conversation. And I used to say, if I don't have kids before I'm 30, I'm done. Done. And then I had Watson at 31. So
plans change.
I know you guys have talked before about personality types. I'm a rebel. She told me that we had to have kids by 30. Guess what? Pushed it a year.
Way to go.
Love that.
It's very synonymous with everything. She'll set a parameter and I'll push it a little bit.
Always drives me nuts.
So I have to ask then, do you like change the parameter knowing that that's going to be what he does? Have you like?
No.
I think she just had a light bulb moment.
I don't even know.
I literally saw her brain go.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that to just enjoy that moment another time. If you are just listening to this podcast, you're definitely going to have to watch the video version on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, because I think there literally was a light bulb that just popped on.
I mean, I think you might be onto something there. I don't know why I've never put 2 and 5 together like that.
A little pole chain.
Look at that.
A little pole chain. We heard it. Click. And should I like address the elephant in the room and how Marcus is not right here?
Yes.
Well, I was going to say, first of all, how dare you? I'm right here.
I'm like, what do you mean? Bridgette, smack her for me, Chris, since you're there. Or pinch her.
I'll go to jail.
Pinch her.
Go to jail.
Call it a love pinch,
I'll smack Chris.
Go extra
Is
hard.
he in the bottom for all of you?
No, he's on the top.
Sorry, Bridgette.
That was
obnoxious. Marcus just is not, the camera type of person. So he conveniently was working, which he literally does do every single day, like all day long. So it wasn't really, a stretch, which this is just our life. I've always dealt without him being here but I talk about him a lot. And he's not really a like holiday type of person anyway. So he would have had literally nothing to really add to this conversation, even if he was.
That could have been interesting. Literally just somebody sitting there going.
Just to do that, would you?
Thought I already was. I don't know how my face looks. So that could be.
Wonderful.
I'm actually really excited about the idea. So on your view, Chris is like right here on me.
And on my view, he's like right here.
I'm like right above.
You are on the bottom, Brandon and Danielle.
Oh,
okay. So like if I look up,
you're looking at Chris right now when you did that.
I feel like we're doing a Brady Bunch thing right now.
That scar's healed pretty well. You should have put pants on for the product.
Oh my God, Becky!
I knew you were crazy, but now I can see your nuts.
Explicit.
Amanda is.
I hate everything. I hate everything right now. Oh,
you hate everything right now, Bridgette.
Yes.
I love you though. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I truly did not expect the episode to go much differently than what it already is.
I did. So that was my mistake.
Well, how did you think it was going to go?
Yes, exactly.
Wholesome.
Were you not there when we were at the same table?
But this is recorded.
When we were at the same table for what? Oh, are you talking about when we were together?
Yeah, is it a kickoff party for our company or no?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
you were there. That was the night that
we're just like, you were there, so help me God, you were there, Chris.
Well, no, he was making sure it was the one he was actually at because there were a couple he couldn't go to.
Yeah.
But yes, we were at the same table.
Apparently, we weren't very memorable for him.
I guess not.
Remember us being there.
You remember, don't you?
What were we talking about?
It's the first time I ever saw Chris.
Is it that lady? That crazy lady that come up and talk to us? No.
Sure.
That
could have been Danielle
when we switched tables.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Still doesn't
Brandon,
remember.
just pretend. Brandon, go. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'll tell him later.
Yeah.
You might be a listener.
I doubt it.
So Danielle, really, like, how, besides the term wholesome, how did, like, what in your head was like the bullet list? Because I know you categorize things.
I do. I just thought it was going to go a little bit less raunchy than what's happening.
I feel like you guys don't push the envelope enough in your podcast.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think your listeners they're just wanting to bust through.
All right, let's take a poll.
They were looking for testicle humor.
Yeah, obviously you guys don't have to talk about testicles ever again.
Okay.
Right,
but I'm sure you want to.
But you guys talked about some pretty gross stuff on your podcast, like them little cup things.
Well, be
I
careful,
ever see
Chris.
one in my dishwasher. We're gonna have some problems.
I thought you said you did. I was like, why would that have even been in there? Like
I don't know how you guys clean them. Like
not in the dishwasher.
I could see someone putting it in the dishwasher. I guarantee there's some female that has put that thing in the dishwasher.
I feel like
I guarantee.
I don't know.
Is it like one of these stretchy lids that goes over the Tupperware?
Well, you know.
First of all, we are women and we're allowed to talk about that type of stuff.
Well,
it's
we're
not
men,
gross,
so we're allowed to talk about that stuff.
About testicles.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't say it was gross. We just said it was a little explicit.
Well, it's gross if it's in your dishwasher.
I mean, I think I can second that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that portion of the conversation definitely wasn't in Danielle's head either.
No.
What again did your head look like?
I don't even know at this point. What is life,
What is life? Bridgette, what did you have in your head of how this was going to go?
Honestly, Chris and I are two very different personality types, very different when it comes to like needing to be the center of attention and not wanting to be the center of attention. So I was worried that he would be like, yeah, Father's Day is cool. And like, truly, he wouldn't be doing it to be like too cool or whatever
like or rude or anything. Yeah, just it's
not at all.
Yeah.
So I was like, he was super excited, but I was a little worried that it would just be like, yes.
He hasn't. I mean, we've got him to talk about some really personal stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he's retaining his cool factor though. He's not squared to the camera.
He's like so laid
back.
Like
this. He's like, yeah, I could leave at any time.
He's like,
this doesn't mean anything to me.
Maybe we all need to sit like that a little bit more often.
I don't understand.
Oh my gosh.
So
Give me one opportunity. I'm leaving this place.
Yeah.
Right.
Give me a reason. Mm-hmm. So Brandon, how did you think that this was going to go?
I was honestly thinking it was going to be very similar to what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like it. Chris, how did you think it was going to go?
Oh, I really didn't know.
Good answer. Honest answer.
Which is why he was ready to escape it.
Yeah.
It's more like maybe get to know us. You guys talk about us enough and stuff like that.
Yeah. Don't forget
you guys talk about us all the time.
Don't forget that Chris has never missed an episode of Bad Moms in Business.
We appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, how about you? How about you, Brandon? How's it going for you?
Well, there was a
weird that person on the side of the screen. I listened.
Not interesting.
I listened pretty irregularly at the beginning. But I don't anymore. And it's not necessarily because it's anything to do with the podcast. It's just, interesting.
Well, I'm gonna throw you
my foot.
Here. I'm gonna throw you a lifeline, Brandon. I feel like is it because you hear a lot about the episode in like recap and conversation?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean
there
to say no.
There you go.
No,
that you don't really
he was like,
no.
Honestly, I thought you were going to say something like of the content if I wasn't interested.
No,
that's not.
I feel like you are knee deep in the conversation with us off scenes. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's not that you really have to listen to it necessarily.
Right. And I asked her how it went, what you guys talked about and all that stuff. So
that's fair.
And I see her, taking screenshots. So I hear a lot of the episode, for social media stuff.
For pictures and stuff.
Yeah. I don't completely avoid it.
Nope.
Plus, I want to give her the opportunity to speak freely. If she needs to dish some dirt, then I'm not giving you the green light.
Duly noted.
Ooh, next episode. Watch out, listeners.
Too bad we already did what I wish I knew before being married.
Hey, I think there's enough that we could go for round 2. All
right.
I honestly don't think you have any dirt on me.
I don't think it has
you
to
have
be dirt.
The police.
I'm not
entirely sure what happened with my voice.
It's like a Marge Simpson thing.
You kind of turned into the devil for a second. Oh, police. there was a level of intimidation. She's like, I don't know what happened. She tried to pull it all off. That's cute.
Blink twice for help. It's not really a code if I say it out loud, but nobody else knew the code, so I had to say it.
That's fantastic. So great. No, I loved like that. We know our spouses really well, but our listeners only get like bits and pieces of what we share about them. So it's kind of fun that we have debuted them. Well, 2/3 of them. How's that math?
Yeah.
2/3 of them to our listeners, and they get to see the other half of what makes, I don't know what I want to say there. What do I want to say?
The other piece of the puzzle.
The other piece of the puzzle that was much easier.
Sure.
He's here to help.
He's here. Yeah. He steps up. No, and you guys support, Danielle and Bridgette really, really well. So I know that, Chris, you are a religious listener. Thank you. And Bridgette always tries to mention you in every single episode, just so you are always referenced. But it's.
Right.
I think maybe he's monitoring.
No, he'll literally, I'll get home from recording. He's like, did you talk about me today? Like
well, I got to prepare myself.
We're getting so big. He could get stopped on the streets now, and
Lord knows.
Be aware of the conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Lord knows. Yeah. No, but I do want to say that because we're here for Father's Day, feel like it's worthy of being a little cheesy, but I'm just so thankful that my kids have a father like Chris, because I'm going to say it. We did not have fathers that were, did you see his face when I said we? He's like, leave my dad out of this. But we didn't have fathers that were super hands-on and super active in our lives. And so I'm so thankful that we have been able to, what's that word? When you, I don't know, COVID brain still.
Take advantage of?
No, just like break that
generational.
Oh, yeah. Break the cycle. Break the cycle. Yeah, because hopefully our kids will then grow up to be awesome dads, you know, if they had one. So
for sure.
Ooh, didn't expect it to go there.
I know, but I had to bring it back around to add a little bit of class to this. So you're welcome.
We still have a long way to go.
And this is what I deal with.
No, I think we all have very supportive husbands in our own way or their own way. And we've been very blessed with husbands who are really good fathers. So that is, I think, a really great point to note. So thank you, Chris. Thank you, Brandon, for being really good role models to those boys.
Yes, absolutely.
I like that we can just this is all about boys today.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. I'm proud to be a dad.
He's seriously the best dad ever. And he had an amazing.
Sorry, Chris.
And did you hear me? I was like,
so he grew up with a really good, amazing father. I did not. So to see it on the other side is so humbling, I guess. I don't know. It just makes me so happy. Every time I see him playing with Watson, I don't want to cry. So.
Well, it's not a Bad Moms in Business episode if there's no tears shed. So get the waterworks a-going.
This is probably true.
No, it's
Chris, what would you say your favorite thing about being a dad is?
I don't know. Probably the hugs and kisses at night before bedtime.
Danielle.
I'm right on the edge, man. Everything hurts.
It's crying now.
That's nice. That's nice that even though they're getting older, that they still appreciate that and they do that. So that's
cool. I love that.
Because that's the last thing I want to go away. I would say the impromptu, I love you, Dada. He's at that age where he really is starting to understand that. And or just you're doing something and maybe he's off with mom or something playing, and then all of a sudden you just feel this thing cling to your leg, and he just for whatever reason he just wanted to run and come hug your leg, and that's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. And then they'll be 14.
We're not far from that with Aaron. I mean, he's 10. It's crazy.
It flies by so fast. And we've talked about how cruel time is all too often, but it truly is just something that just flies by. Again, way to bring it down. Someone bring it back up.
More testicle jokes. No more.
I just happen to have a couple right here. I like how I created a pocket in my shirt. That
a breast pocket. A pocket.
I'm true dad, holding things in my breast pocket. Let me get my readers.
So I'm not going to put Chris on the spot, but if he wants to join in this will be absolutely, I would love it, but I don't want to do it to Chris, but I will do it to Brandon. Give me your best dad joke right now.
Oh my. But you said who's going first?
No, I said Chris doesn't have to do it, but you do.
It's just you.
Dang.
You're the comedian.
Brandon, you're the comedian of the family.
And Chris, you can totally do it too. I just didn't want to put the pressure on.
Wow.
I say all the time.
Best dad joke.
Pull
Pull out that book I got you.
Yeah, that's a Father's Day gift that she got me. You got me a dad jokes book.
I just know that I got him.
Look how important that book is now.
See, I bet it's right in there. Unless he got rid of it because we all know he throws things away.
Mm-hmm.
It's in storage.
I mean, it's either he doesn't have it or it's right there in his desk because we are sitting at his desk.
See, I feel like my jokes might supersede the traditional dad joke.
Are you saying because you're just so funny that they
not
wouldn't
necessarily in how funny they are, because they fall flat just like any other dad joke, but they're not ones you would find in a book. Nobody would publish it. I'm just saying that. I don't know.
So they're not good?
No, they're just probably not appropriate. A lot of my dad jokes are like things you can say around a little one because he wouldn't understand it.
Because it would go over their head. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll keep that off.
I cracked myself up. Honestly, I can't think of anything right now, though. Unfortunately, I will text you one later if you want.
We can do an update in the description. It's okay.
Update.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll update. Yeah, Chris, did you think of one or even want to pretend to go down that road?
And he does say such stupid stuff, but I can't think of any of it right now. Oh man.
What is one that I always what is like one of my reoccurring?
I know you have 1,000 of them.
When somebody uses the term like, oh, I just use something along with the word ass, like, sorry, like, like, oh, that's a big ass truck. I mean, like, I what's an ass truck? You know what I mean? Because that's what I do that all the time. And it's hilarious. It kills.
Oh,
yeah, clearly.
It does.
Bridgette, your
college nickname.
Yeah. There'll be a funny term. Like what was the one we just saw?
Oh, no.
It was, we saw a sign for a neighborhood called Sugar Bush. And I said that's an old college nickname of mine.
You're so stupid.
Says that no less than once a week.
Oh gosh, you're an idiot. I think we should also say that like we're all friends here. We know each other outside of this, so it's okay that I'm calling someone that I appear to have just met an idiot.
I would never call him an idiot, though. Just to be clear.
I knew the place it was coming from, so that's okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's the type of stuff that I can get away with around here.
Mm-hmm. Cute.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh. I don't want to torture these boys anymore, you guys. The
boys.
So let's end on Sugar Bush, right?
Yep, these boys. So what are some final thoughts before we wrap it up? And then, of course, what is our B? Our B.
I don't know. Final thoughts. Well, I said I'm thankful that my kids have a good father. Maybe since he doesn't care about Father's Day, we'll just see what happens.
No gift.
Book a spa day for yourself.
I already got the power washer.
He got what he was in it for.
Yeah, that's why we had kids, for that power washer.
He got the baseball.
Maybe I'll just go out and wash cars all day. I don't know.
With a power washer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you can go lighter. I think of power washer as like stripping paint.
No, guys, he bought this thing that you attach to the power washer, and it's like a foam sprayer.
Foam cannon.
Excuse me.
Get it right.
And you spray the soap for your car on the car. It's pretty awesome.
Interesting.
So, mm-hmm.
I feel like our links that'll be in the description are just keep getting longer and longer and longer.
How many times have you had an outdoor shower with the power cannon or whatever you called it?
None. I do want to watch the dog with it though.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It did get in my hair last time we used it.
It got
on an accident. I'm sure.
Of course. Those accidents happen.
I think that those overhead.
Those can be unpredictable for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Brandon, any final thoughts from you?
Other than I'll be expecting a power washer, I can't think of.
Cool. Thank you for that. Thank you.
I'll send you the link.
Okay.
No, I mean, I appreciate being on. I don't really
care to listen to it, so
he won't actually.
I won't see my. I don't see it. This will be the last time that I see myself on this podcast. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I appreciate being a dad, and I appreciate her being the supporting mom that allows me to be that dad. Because without that, then I would be probably constantly stressed out or who knows what dad. Nobody wants to be a who knows what dad. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be a dad.
Yeah. So true. And Chris, please keep us updated if Bridgette gets you something or doesn't get you something else for Father's Day.
I'm going to probably guarantee she's already probably got me something else. And it drives me nuts.
Is it yard art?
I don't know.
Hey, he is just as proud of our yard art as I am. All right.
You know what? When you were describing it, you did not say you and Chris were out there in the middle of the night looking at the solar lights and lawn art. It was in your neighborhood or your neighbor.
I was probably sleeping in the chair, and she brought. So look at this. It's lit up, and the house is dark. I'm like, okay, cool. What is it? And all I see is the light.
It's a flamingo.
I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh man!
I think this year she got you a personalized salt cup with the initials BR on it.
Yeah, it's in the dishwasher right now.
It's dishwasher safe.
A little bow on it.
You know where to find it. Oh gosh! Before this goes way further,
yes,
we should wrap it up. What's our B today?
Oh my gosh!
I got nothing.
Well, I guess be thankful for the fathers who really step up to the plate and really show up for the children that they have created or have not created, but have decided to love anyway, because there's a lot of that out there. So
for sure,
for all the fathers out there, we hope you have a happy Father's Day, and hopefully you get a little something.
Yeah. For me, it's just I don't want anything as long as we spend the day.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it. Well, thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week for another Bad Moms in Business. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Happy Father's Day.
See you.